They're bombing the base in 10 minutes. They've also bombed the base already. Different bomb.
Was all this rubble here before?
No, this collapsed right as we entered the doorway, and now I can't see Metal Gear anymore. And that's just where Meryl's gonna lie forever now.
For all you know, the base isn't even being bombed anymore, and Metal Gear's still alive, stomping around.
It blew up twice. And now we have 9.5 minutes to make our escape.
I think the legs need to blow up more times than that to actually take it down.
16 times. But the thing they don't tell you is you can stand here for 10 minutes. This is something you'd never really do because the escape sequence isn't that long.
Mm-hmm.
But if you do, nothing happens. They just did not plan for that contingency that somebody would take 10 minutes to walk up the stairs.
I'll drive.
God damn it, Otacon. I give you 10 minutes just
Doesn't he have stealth camo?
scope out the room, and then this.
Wait, where did these guys come from?
Exactly! They were actually part of the ceiling, hanging out on the ceiling catwalks, and they collapsed too.
It's the hallway bosses. You just pop in the hallway when you...
Yeah, these guys are gonna infinitely spawn until you get in the Jeep, so... And they'll also infinitely spawn as you kill them in the Jeep. So this is kind of a catch-22 situation. The thing I forgot is... Oh, if you just aim the gun at the doorway, though, you're fine. They can't actually get in here. We're supposed to blow up these barrels to progress.
Okay.
That's the sound I make when I get run over, too.
Eating in the car is rude.
And this is the escape route. This is just a really, really long tunnel leading from the Metal Gear hangar out.
Aren't those little beam thingies like wood?
Yeah. He did that on purpose. I assume that the barrels we blew up before were gasoline to fuel our escape through the escape route.
Why aren't the genome soldiers evacuating?
I'm not sure if they know.
They haven't noticed the rumbling?
They probably think that's it. They probably think, oh, we survived the bombing run.
Aren't they supposed to be good at their jobs?
Speaking of surviving the bombing run. Hey, it's him. I don't know if he was faking his death that entire time we were in the room, or if he crawled away, but he's back.
What is he?
That's why there were 2 trucks in that room. He also had the keys in his pocket, because this one, that truck did not have keys. Which is probably why he lost the fight, actually. He probably got kicked in his key pocket. That hurts.
Otacon is a very calm driver.
Yeah, he's got 10 and 2 and everything. So the only thing you can do in this sequence, is to make sure Liquid doesn't ram you enough times that you die. Because we're actually in an infinite loop here. You can't progress to the next sequence until you shoot Liquid enough times.
Oh.
This sequence is really impressive for the PS1. You're also gonna make him do this!
You don't call him Liquid for nothing.
It's really easy to die here.
I would say so. This is not safe driving. It's a good thing Liquid won't aim for Otacon.
Yeah, that's all you gotta do. He doesn't have rations. Neither do I. No, he's got that bottle of ketchup. He probably saved one for himself. I also love that because you can't like articulate the hands on the PS1. Otacon's got like this weird claw grip that he's always had that he uses to push up his glasses with one finger. He's still driving with that. Why did Liquid do that?
Otacon, are you okay?
I guess so.
Otacon, can you move?
It's no use. I can't move.
What happened to Liquid?
I don't know, but I hope he's dead.
Liquid's dead. Uh-oh.
Snake! Snake!
If he's dead, that means...
Don't think about it, Snake.
What happened to the air raid? No stealth bombers in sight.
Snake, can you hear me?
Colonel.
Are you okay?
Colonel, what happened?
The Secretary of Defense has been arrested. Early retirement.
Arrested?
I was able to get into contact with the President. Metal Gear, the training exercise, all of it. It was all the Secretary of Defense acting alone.
Acting alone? What happened to the air raid and the nuclear strike?
The orders were rescinded. The F-117s and the B-2 Spirits have returned to the base. Once again, I have complete authority over this operation.
I see.
Washington isn't stupid enough to use nukes to cover up a few secrets.
I wonder about that.
In any case, the danger's over. Thanks, Snake.
Colonel, about Meryl.
I already know.
Colonel?
Meryl was my daughter.
What?
I didn't find out until recently. I got a letter from her mother, my dead brother's wife. I was going to tell her after this operation was over.
Colonel,
It's okay, Snake. Thanks anyway. Snake, I'm sorry. I kept a lot of things from you.
It's okay, Colonel.
Snake, I'm not a colonel.
Oh, that's right.
I've got a present for you. There's a snowmobile close to you. Mei Ling saw it on the satellite photos. This time of year, the glaciers are pretty calm. You should be able to ride right out of there. I'll bet the boys at the DIA and the NSA never expected you to come home alive.
Me neither. I better not show my face around here.
No danger of that. You two officially died after your Jeep sank into the ocean.
That's not too far from the truth.
Also, there's a helicopter waiting for you on Fox Island.
Okay, Roy. Are you gonna be okay?
Don't worry. I've got an insurance policy. A hard copy of all Mei Ling's data. As long as I've got that, you, me, and Mei Ling will be fine.
The battery on these nanomachines will run out soon. They won't be able to follow us.
I guess we won't meet again.
Don't worry. I'll pay you a visit sometime.
Really? I look forward to that.
Roy, just tell me one thing.
What?
About Fox Die. What about me? It killed Liquid.
Naomi said that she wants to talk to you face to face about that.
How is she?
Don't worry. Mei Ling is with her right now. I'm switching over to Naomi.
Snake, it's me.
Naomi.
I heard about my brother.
I'm sorry. But he had one last message he wanted to say to you. He told me to tell you to forget about him and to go on with your own life.
Frankie said that?
Yeah. He also said he'll always love you. Naomi, your brother just saved you, me, and the whole world. He fought with every ounce of strength in his body.
Maybe. Maybe now he's finally found some peace. He wasn't really my brother anymore. Ever since he fought with you in Zanzibar, he's been like a ghost. A ghost looking for a place to die.
Naomi, Liquid died from Fox Die too. What about me? When am I gonna go?
That's up to you.
What do you mean?
Everybody dies when their time is up.
Yeah, so when's mine up?
It's up to you how you use the time left to you. Live, Snake. That's all I can say to you.
Each person is born with their fate written into their own genetic code. It's unchangeable, immutable. But that's not all there is to life. I finally realized that. I told you before, the reason that I was interested in genes and DNA, because I wanted to know who I was, where I came from. I thought that if I analyzed my DNA, I could find out who I was, who my parents were, and I thought that if I knew that, then I'd know what path I should take in life. But I was wrong. I didn't find anything. I didn't learn anything. Just like with the genome soldiers, you can input all the genetic information, but that doesn't make them into the strongest soldiers. The most we can say about DNA is that it governs a person's potential strengths, potential destiny. You mustn't allow yourself to be chained to fate, to be ruled by your genes. Humans can choose the type of life they want to live. Snake, whether or not you're in the Fox Die program isn't important. The important thing is that you choose life. And then live. Don't you think, Snake? Don't worry. I'm going to choose life too. Until today, I've always looked for a reason to live. But from here on, I'm going to just live. Genes exist to pass down our hopes and dreams for the future through our children. Living is a link to the future. That's how all life works. Loving each other, teaching each other. That's how we can change the world. I finally realized it. The true meaning of life. Thank you, Snake.
Until today, I've lived only for myself. Survival has been the only thing I cared about in my life.
That's not just you. That's how everyone is.
I only felt truly alive when I was staring death in the face. I don't know. Maybe it's written into my genes.
What about now?
I want to enjoy life. I really do. How about you, Otacon?
Me? I feel like a new man.
So what are you gonna do? Continue your research?
No, I'm finished with science. I'm interested in human psychology now.
Sounds good.
The whole reason I got into science in the first place was because I was no good with people. I was scared of them. I was scared of life. I thought that I could never understand them because they're so illogical. But I finally learned how to like people. I'm not afraid anymore.
You and I are more alike than I thought.
I'm just tired of always being a spectator in life. I'm ready to live. I'm gonna stand on my own 2 feet. I'm not gonna hide anymore.
You giving up your stealth camo?
Huh? Oh yeah. You can have it. So, this is where we say goodbye to our loves as well. Want me to drive?
No thanks. I'd rather do it myself.
No problem. Where to, Snake?
My real name is David, Otacon.
I'm Hal, Dave.
Oh, that's right. Hal. Hal and Dave. That's a good one. Maybe we should take a trip to Jupiter.
So where you going, Dave?
I think it's time for me to look for a new path in life.
A new path?
A new purpose.
Will you find it?
I'll find it. I know I'll find it.
So that's Metal Gear Solid 1. The final installment in the Metal Gear trilogy. The end of the same story happening to Solid Snake 3 times.
Hey! Snake is actually played by Dave.
It forms a nice triangle of references, having Snake really be named David, because his voice actor is David Hayter. But also, Dave and Meryl are the characters from Policenauts. And then David and Hal are the characters from 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Is Otacon's voice actor, Hal Emmerich?
Their voice actor didn't go by their real name for this game. But yes. So, stick around, you'll see coming up soon a bonus video showing off all of the post-game stuff. There's actually quite a bit of interesting details you can get from a post-game, depending on how you did in your playthrough, and whether or not you've collected all of the endings. So there are 2 different endings depending on whether you submit to the torture or not. But if you collect both of them, you get even more stuff unlocked in New Game Plus.
You gotta save liquid in your final.
in the final one, you save DARPA Chief Donald Anderson.
So, what do your genes say now, Snake?
There's actually one ending for every member of Foxhound. So, brother, Brother and Dave, we make quite a pair.
So your name is Dave, I see.
And then, like, the 0.1% of players who actually name David all freak out, throw the controller away.
Controller starts vibrating.
So there are some thanks in order. I'd like to thank Blind Cat for joining me for this journey through Metal Gear Solid 1. The final game in the Metal Gear Solid franchise.
Wait, Metal Gear Solid 1?
Oh, that's just a formality, Metal Gear Solid 1, to help you delineate from Metal Gear 1, which is a different game.
Yeah.
I'd like to thank everybody in both of the threads who stuck with this LP for a very long time. Because I posted this initially in, 2013? And I'm finishing it up now. So this was 10 years of work put into this LP, and I'm glad to see it finished. There were times when I didn't think I would. So I'm pretty sure I could do Metal Gear Solid 2 by the time I die.
What's important is that you choose life.
And I'd like to thank Instant Grat for his experimental LPs thread, without which this LP might not even exist.
So, Liquid surviving the fall never gets explained at all?
Which one?
The one that doesn't involve a parachute.
He's just that good. He's the inferior clone, but he's just that good, so just think about how good Snake must be.
Because his body wasn't even at the...
You could say he was thrown clear. You could say he bounced off Snake's shirt, which is why he took it,
was
off.
Just that padded.
He took it off in the first place. Was just
that's why. Yeah, you set it down right, so he had a landing pad.
Oh, you were wondering what Revolver Ocelot was up to this whole time? He had a big trampoline.
Is it just me, or did it sound like he was getting closer with that last snake for a minute? They always talk about Big Boss like he's still a present figure.
Yeah.
Like his presence is still around, which it is, but it doesn't feel like you're talking about someone who's in the ground.
Yeah. Well, maybe he never made it to the ground. They wanted his DNA, so he's probably on ice somewhere.
Which is weird, because they also have his DNA.
Yeah, in them. They are his DNA, as it turns out.
Because, I mean, it's not just like the genome soldiers who have soldier genes, whatever select genes those are. But Snake and Snake are clones.
Yeah, the Snake's one's the recessive inferior clone.
That doesn't make any sense.
No, one of them makes perfect sense, and the other is the superior genetic clone. So neither of them are technically identically genetically linked to Big Boss. Because one has all of his recessive genes and one has all of his dominant genes.
That's not how that works.
So one is a little bit worse and one's a little bit better, but the same. And if you wait to the end of the credits...
You mustn't allow yourself to be chained to fate, to be ruled by your genes. Humans can choose the type of life they want to live. The important thing is that you choose life, and then live.
Yes, sir. The entire unit was wiped out. Those two are still alive. The Vector? Yes, sir. Fox Die should become activated soon. Right on schedule. Yes, sir. I recovered all of Rex's dummy warhead data. No, sir. My cover is intact. Nobody knows who I really am. Yes, the DARPA chief knew my identity, but he's been disposed of. Yes. Thank you. Goodbye, Mr. President.
A decoy octopus.
Revolver Ocelot was double-crossing Liquid the entire time on behalf of the president, who everybody else thinks was not involved.
He called off the operation. Just sitting there waiting for the phone call. Oh, yes, what? No, I didn't know about this at all.
Yeah, the president was supposed to be unavailable, so...
This line was busy because he was talking to Revolver.
Oh my god, the clues were there all along. The president has a rotary phone on his desk. He literally revolves it.
So was this actually set up with a sequel in mind then?
Oh, so that stinger scene at the end? The epilogue?
Yeah.
So the official story is this is meant to be the end of the series. That's just like a little twist at the end to like, voila, didn't see that, but I have one more twist ending for you, Blind Cat. It's called Metal Gear Solid 1 because they anticipated a sequel.
What?
Metal Gear Solid VR missions.